Welcome to Hatha Yoga. This week we are going to be doing fire element practice. Attention at the navel center. Physically, we'll be doing a number of different twists in different positions. And we will also be utilizing the bellows breath. It's a big breath in, big breath out. So it is an intense breathing practice, pranayama. And mostly it's happening at the belly. So we allow the belly to inflate with the inhalation and then deflate with the exhalation. Big breaths with the chin parallel to the floor and the tongue at the roof of the mouth. We will also be doing Uddiyana, which is very much a fire practice, and Agnisara, which begins with an Uddiyana on empty, drawing the belly in, but then on empty we pump the belly in and out. So if you're not very familiar with Agnisara, rather I should say if you're not very familiar with Uddiyana and you're just beginning to work with that practice, you can always do Uddiyana instead of the Agnisara. So for our practice, if you have blocks, we'll be doing reverse triangle. A block is very helpful for that. And also a belt. And you don't need to have a belt, but if you have a belt, make the loop just about the distance of the shoulder. So a generous loop. We'll be using the belt in our bow practice. Let's go ahead and find our seat on the blanket toward the middle of the mat. You can bring your knees together and your feet together rather, and flutter your knees up and down. Finding a seat with the right foot in half lotus or tucked underneath the left calf. Taking a moment to ground through the sitting bones and lengthen up through the crown. Finding the navel center now, bring your right hand to the heart center. Allow the eyes to close or the gaze to go downward. Feeling the navel center, just draw it in a little bit. And feel how that adjusts the whole posture. The lower back comes in, the sitting bones ground, we lengthen through the crown of the head. Take a moment now to connect with your inner landscape. Simply acknowledging what is there, physically, emotionally, otherwise. Connecting. And feeling. Gathering our palms to heart center, let's draw a breath in for the sound of one Om. Om. Palms release down, eyes open, inhaling, reach up. Exhale, keep all that length, release the arms down. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale the palms through the midline, interlace the hands, and draw the hands up. Press the palms upward. Gather the biceps around the ears and feel how this is lifting the rib cage from the waist, creating space around the navel center. You can even go a little side to side here. Drawing the navel in, shoulders down. Take an inhale, reach. Relax the shoulders, lift the rib cage. Exhale, up, out, and over toward the left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to the right, sitting bones grounding. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, twisting toward the left. Empty the breath, turn the head as well, all the air up. Inhaling, rising up. And exhaling and twisting toward the right. Staying here, lengthen. If the foot is available, we can bind it. Relax the shoulders, turn the head. Inhaling, length through the crown, and exhaling, twist. With the inhale, we lengthen, shoulders down, and exhale, twist. One more time, deep breath in. Exhaling to twist. Keeping the left hand to the right knee, cross the right arm around, empty the breath, take the spine backward. Catch the hands in an eagle wrap, inhale, rise, arms up and away, and exhale, compress down, feeling the navel center gathering in. Inhale, up and away. Exhale, compress right into the midline. Inhaling, up and away. Exhale, break it open, hands over the knees, empty the breath completely. Inhaling to the navel center. Re-inhale, fill the breath, and circle the rib cage toward the right, holding the breath in. To the left. Pausing at the center, we'll exhale. Interlacing the hands behind us, bring the palms together, lengthen back. Reach and open the heart, chin parallel to the floor. Inhaling here. Exhale, draw the arms forward. Inhale, reach and open. And exhale. Inhale. And empty the breath completely. Inhaling to the center. Exhale, both hands to heart center. Empty the breath completely. And now take circles with the torso uplifted and the breath completely empty. Imagine you're drawing a cone on the ceiling with the crown of the head, and the peak of the cone is at the navel center. Breath is completely empty. You can even draw the navel in a little bit here to feel the peak of the cone. Pausing at the center, breathing in and relaxing. We'll slide off the back of our blanket, extending the left leg forward. Bring the right knee to the blanket, rise up, and adjust into a lunge with the knee down. Let the heart come forward. You can tuck the right toes to steer forward with the hips. Gather the outer thighs to midline. Extend the neck of the foot. Now inhale here. Exhale, flex both feet, go out and over the midline. Inhale, come forward, re-extend the foot open. And exhale, flex. One more time, inhaling, feeling the hips melt forward, hip flexor, quad opening. Exhale, flex. You can walk the left foot a little forward, reflex, hands to the hips, hinge at the hips, come forward, folding into the midline. As you're ready, right hand to the outside of the left foot or calf. Draw the left hip point back and fold into the midline, activate the left leg. Activate the left leg a little more, fold a little deeper. Hands to the waist, inhale, rise up, step the left foot in, so we're in a nice square, reach the arms up, and exhale, modified warrior two, tucking the left sitting bone under. As you're ready, modified side angle. You can bring your right hand behind the head and left back of the hand to inner knee, or glide the left hand down and reach the right arm up. Drawing the upper arm and the knee together on the left side. Expand and reach to the right fingertips, flushing the chest to our open side. Reach and open, relax the shoulders and align them. Inhaling, opening. Exhale, draw the right arm back, down and forward, both hands inside. Step the left foot forward and out. Extend the right foot and come down into lizard. Hands can come in front, or right forearm, left forearm down, or forearms to a block. You can stay with the knee down, or if you want a little bit more intensity in a fire practice, you can lift the knee up and send the inner heel back and heart forward. Collarbones opening, shoulder blades releasing down the back. If the knee is lifted, activate the right leg. Keep the left knee hugging in. Release the knee back down. Hands come in. Stepping into a down dog. Take 2 or 3 breaths in this first down dog for any movement that you'd like to take. Maybe a gentle bounce or a little side to side or bending the knees. When you feel complete, settle into stillness. Empty the breath. Inhale and roll out into a plank. Gather the outer thighs in. Engage the core. Collarbones opening. Exhale to down dog. Inhale to plank pose. Activate the arms strong, whole body strength. Exhale, down dog. Walking the hands back toward the feet now. Widen the legs, almost as wide as the mat. Take an inhale, fingertips out in front of us, torso parallel to the floor. Empty the breath completely. Finding our first Uddiyana Bandha. All the air out. Scoop the navel in like you're making a cave shape with the belly. Draw the navel toward the spine. Diaphragm naturally domes upward with this movement. Inhale, relax, exhale, fold. Let the head release. Ragdoll, lots of bend in the knee. Toe heel the feet in. Empty the breath here. Ragdoll, knees generously bending. Slow inhale, rise, one vertebrae at a time. Head coming up last. Reach the arms up to complete the inhale. Holding underneath the left wrist. Exhale, up, out, and over to the right. Empty the breath completely. Inhale, rise up. Take the other wrist or below the wrist and exhale. Long exhalation, up, out, and over to the left. Inhale, palms together. Look up, tailbone down, shoulders relaxed. Exhale, swan dive into the legs. Walk the hands over the blanket until we come into a down dog. Empty the breath here. Release the knees to the blanket, tabletop. Inhale, cow. Back of the head, tailbone toward each other. Exhale, cat. Kiss the spine up. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Emptying the breath completely. Inhaling through neutral. Extend the feet and cross your right ankle over the left and rise up to the knees on the blanket. Inhaling, right hand to left shoulder. Continue the inhale left to right. Fill the breath. Oval circles toward the left. As big a range of motion as works for you. Go the other way. Up and down in the center, grabbing the elbows. Meeting on our knees, we'll slowly exhale. Palms to heart center. Palms down, tabletop. Tuck the left toes, extend the right leg back. Heart forward, lift the right leg up. Lift it to hip height. Reach back with that foot, flexing the foot as though you're stepping on your back on the back wall, and extend the left arm forward. Feeling that diagonal across the limbs. Draw the navel in strong. Now bending the right knee, catch the inner ankle and kick the foot away. kicking the foot away, opening the heart forward. Reach that leg up a little higher, hugging the knee into the midline. Slowly re-extending the leg, left palm down, one-legged down dog. With the hips squaring, chest squaring, ground into the palms, reach that left heel down. Emptying the breath here, create space. Step the right foot behind the right wrist. Release your left knee down to the blanket. Inhale, catch the hands together in upward salute. Biceps by the ears. Feel strong in the lower body, and now rise through the breastplate. Finding a nice little back bend behind the heart. Draw the navel in. Tune into the breath. Emptying the breath here, reach the heart up. Elbows straight. Inhale, coming through the center, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Bringing the left elbow behind the right knee, stack the palms. Align the forearms. Keep the hips squaring forward. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Turning the head as well to gaze up. With the inhale, we lengthen the torso. Stable lower body. Exhale, and wring it out. Empty the breath. Twist. Hands to heart center. Fingertips down, framing the front foot. Take a breath in and out, finding a pyramid pose. Folding into the midline, right hip drawing back, left a little forward. Empty the breath. Step the feet together at the front of your blanket. You could even have your heels on the blanket and come into Rishi's gaze, wrapping our arms around the knees, curling into a little ball. Let the tailbone release down, slope the gaze forward. Breathe into the whole body. Emptying our breath here, slowly releasing, finding our seat back to the blanket, right at the edge. Second side, left foot in half lotus. Finding our first round of bellows breath. Palms down, chin parallel to the floor, tongue placement. Empty the breath completely. Bellows breath. All the air out. Slow inhale to fill the whole torso with breath. Re-inhale. Lift the chest, drop the chin, Jalandhara Bandha, Mula Bandha, pull the pelvic floor up. Feel your shoulders gliding down the back and the gaze lifting to third eye. Hold the breath in. Lifting the head, relaxing Mula Bandha, exhale. Palms to the side. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale through midline, interlace your hands the other way, press down, and reach up. Biceps by the ears. Shoulders plugged in, but lifting the rib cage here. Draw the navel in a little bit. Take a nice lift. And exhale, up, out, and over toward the right. Empty the breath. Go a little deeper in our first round. Inhale, come up. And exhale toward the left. Grounding through the sitting bones, chest opening to the front. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Just to empty the breath. Inhaling through center. And exhaling, twisting to the left. Staying here, perhaps binding the foot if we have the half lotus. Relax the shoulders and twist, turning the head as well. With our right hand behind the left knee, we can push a little bit there. Twist, chin parallel to the floor. Lengthening up through the crown, turn the head. Inhaling and exhaling, twist. Drawing our left arm around now, crossing to empty the breath. Draw the navel in, all the air out. Inhale, catch the arms in an eagle rock, up and away. Keep the torso long and exhale, compress down. Inhale, up and away. Feel the navel center coming in. Exhale, compress down. Inhale, up and away. Exhale, break the arms open. All the air out. Inhaling to the navel center. Filling the breath, circle the rib cage to the left. To the right. Pausing at the center, exhale. Feel the breath is coming out of navel center in all directions. Interlace the hands the other way now. Open through the chest, lift the arms, perhaps heels of the hands together. Rise and open. Inhale here. And exhale, come forward. Cat stretch. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. And empty the breath. All the air out. Inhaling, coming back to our center. Exhaling, hands on heart center. Empty all the air out. Cinch into the navel center here. On empty, draw those circles on the ceiling. Feeling into the navel center. You can feel the navel drawing in. All the air is out. Next time you come forward, maybe empty completely. When we're ready to breathe in, relaxing, allowing the in-breath to come. And exhaling. Gliding off the back of our blanket now. Right leg forward, left knee to the blanket. Rise up and adjust. Take a breath or two to find your lunge. You can start with the left toes tucked to steer the hips a little forward. Gather the outer thighs in. Extending the neck of the foot. Inhale here. Exhale. Flex both feet out and over the midline. Inhaling, coming forward. Exhaling. Last time, inhale. Extend the foot open. Feel that stretch through the hip flexor. Roll over the front of the back knee. Exhaling, straightening. Stay here, toe heel out a little with the right foot. Hands gather to the waist. Flex the feet, allowing your back foot to support you. Fold into the midline. Activate the right leg. When you're ready, left hand to the side of the foot or the calf. Fold into the midline. Draw the right hip point back. Activate the right leg. Empty the breath and deepen. Both hands to the hips as we rise up. Step the right foot in a little bit. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, modified warrior two. Finding that square with back calf, front calf, back thigh. And as we're ready, coming into our side angle, maybe we stayed lifted, spreading across the arms, or glide the hand to the inner ankle and reach up with the left hand. Strongly drawing our right hip under us as we expand across the arms. Breath here. reaching up with the left fingertips, reaching up with the gaze. Take an inhale, reach and open. Exhale, left hand back, down and forward, both hands inside the foot. As we release down, we step the right foot a little forward, release down and adjust into our lizard. If you came to forearms, left forearm down, right forearm down to the floor or a block. And if you rose the back knee, lifting the left knee, now collarbones forward, inner heel back, activating the back leg strong as we hug the right knee in. Everything coming into the midline, collarbones opening, shoulder blades releasing down, gaze a little bit forward. As we exhale, bringing the knee back down, gathering our palms in, and stepping back to down dog. Inhaling, plank pose. Exhaling to down dog. Inhaling to plank pose to hold. Feel the whole posture through the navel center as it draws in, supporting strength in the upper body and lower body. Gather the outer thighs in, activate the thighs. Gaze forward, open the collarbones. Eyes with the elbows forward, strengthening the arms. With our next exhale, knees down to the blanket, toe stretch, take it back. Traction the arms forward, the hips back, empty the breath here. Down dog. Slowly walking our hands back to the feet. When we arrive to the back of the mat, we widen our feet again, just like we did before. Fingertips out in front of us. You could also even use blocks. Take an inhale here. Engage the legs. Feel the torso parallel to the floor. Exhale slowly. All the air out. Start with Uddiyana. Perhaps stay with Uddiyana. Or if you're ready, empty the breath completely and pump the belly in and out on empty. Agnisara. Soften, breathe in, melt down, bending the knees a lot. Take a breath or two here. You can shake out, toe heel the feet a little bit in. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan, come all the way up. Catch a hold underneath your right wrist and go up, out, and over toward the left. Ground through the feet in place, inhale. And exhale, go out and over a little deeper. Inhale, rise. Switch it out. Keep the line of the body, mountain. Exhale, up, out, and over toward the right. Ground through the feet. Inhale here. All four corners of the feet. Exhale, go. Inhaling, rising up, palms through heart center. Shift the weight into the right leg, knee to chest. Left knee lifting, feeling the strength through the right leg, ground through the foot, reach up through the crown, and gather the left knee in. Feeling that we're dropping the left sitting bone down a little bit towards the right. So we keep some symmetry even as we're gathering that knee in. Now slowly release, palms to heart center. Reach the arms up and come into starfish. Still balancing on the right. Lift, lateral lift through the left leg. Arms framing the head. Ground through the foot. Strong standing leg. Reach the leg a little higher. Slowly come right back into that footprint. Hands through heart center. Shift the weight into the left foot, knee to chest. Same alignments here. Gaze soft and fixed way out in front of us. I'm dropping the right sitting bone a little bit as we gather that right knee in. Empty the breath, palms to heart center, leg out to the side, then frame the head. Keep balancing on the left leg and lateral reach up with the right. Find your navel center here, really supports the balance. Strong standing leg. Releasing that foot back down. Inhale, palms together, look up, drop the tailbone. Exhale, swan dive in. Walk the hands out over the blanket. And release the knees down to the blanket, tabletop. Cats and cows with bellows breath. So big breaths in, big breaths out as you're ready. Full range of motion, big breaths. Empty the breath completely. Linger in cat. Pull the navel in. And come through neutral. Cross the left ankle over the right. And rise up to the knees. Tibetan yoga practice here. Empty the breath completely. Inhaling left hand to right shoulder. Right crosses other shoulder. Fill the breath in. Oval circles to the right. Other way. Catch the elbows up and down. Meeting at the top, we'll slowly exhale. Palms to heart center. Allow everything to normalize. Or release the hands down. We'll extend. Tuck the right toes for support. Extend the left leg straight back and lift it up. Keeping everything squaring down, reaching through that back foot. When we're ready, extending the right arm. Feeling that diagonal. Draw the navel in. Reach and lengthen. Bend the left knee, grab the inner ankle, and kick away. Kicking the foot away. Heart forward. Kick the foot away a little bit more. Continue to breathe everything into the midline. Re-extending the leg, palm down, adjusting into a one-legged down dog. Driving that right heel down. Square the chest, the hips, push into the palms. Dial the pinky toe side down and the left leg lengthen up. Exhaling, stepping left foot behind the left hand. Right knee down to the blanket, back to our square. Inhaling, catching the hands in upward salute. Lengthen first and then yearn up through the heart center. Lifting the breastplate, shoulder blades coming in a little bit. Strong through the core. Back bending directly behind the heart. Feeling that expansive stretch through the navel center. Reach and open. Come up into the diagonal, lengthen. Twist to the left. Stabilizing the lower body. Reach through the crown. With the inhale, lengthen the torso and through the crown, shoulders away from the ears, and exhale, ring it out. Take one more breath like this. Empty the breath and deepen. Bringing the hands through the center. Adjusting into a pyramid pose. Feet almost parallel here, narrow stance. Draw the left hip back, the right hip forward. Empty the breath and lengthen into the midline. Step both feet together to the front of the mat. Come back down as we did with Rishi's gaze. And now we'll remove our blanket. Gather the legs together here. Take a little bit of a pivot toward the left. Legs still staying together, right hand by the hip. Reach your left arm up. And exhale, slice across. Left fingertips down. And wrap the right hand around the waist or toward the left thigh. Not here for long. Just finding a twist. Feel the inner thighs toward each other. Empty the breath. Coming back through the center. Pivot on the feet into the right diagonal. Left hand by the hip. Inhale the right arm up. Keep gathering the legs together. And exhale. Slice across. Right fingertips down. Wrapping the left hand. And twisting with a long torso. Side crow prep. Exhale, deepen. Slowly release. Knees in the center. Hands framing the legs. Straighten the legs at the top of the mat. Separate the feet to hip distance apart. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Rise all the way up. Palms together. Engage the legs. And exhale, dive into the legs. Lengthen and prepare. Step the right foot back and lift the left leg high, one-legged down dog, where we've been before. And now roll it out and come into one-legged plank. Try to align the hips. Both legs super engaged. Plank posture on one leg. Release that left leg down and reach the other leg up, right leg up. Strong through the core, upper body. Both legs active. Bring both feet down and adjust into down dog. Empty the breath here. Step the left foot a little forward and then out. With the left hand catch above the ankle on the shin. Stabilize through the right arm strong and lift your right leg up. Feeling into some diagonals here in the body. Find the core center here. Feel how it stabilizes. Make sure the right shoulder is away from the ear. Activating through both legs strong. Empty the breath and deepen. Releasing the left hand back. Right foot down. Inhale, lift the left leg. And exhale, step it forward, warrior one. Wide between the feet. Side of the right foot down. As you're ready, wing the arms behind and come into the diagonal. Deep bend in the left knee. Right leg straight. Lengthen here. Clarify the lower body, warrior one. As we're ready, drop the arms down, forward and up, straighten the legs. Wing the arms behind, interlace the hands. Heels of the hands together, if that's available, open. And exhale right back to your warrior one. Humble warrior variation. Release that. You can either rest your left shoulder on the left knee or come inside with the torso and release down, and you can deepen your posture here. You can deepen the bend. Keep the edge of the back foot down. The back knee straight, and reach the arms in the direction of overhead. Empty the breath and deepen. Inhale, rise back into the diagonal. Release the hands. Left hand behind the knee. Reach the right arm forward. Twist in warrior one. Or feel free to come into a lunge position if that's better for your body. Or twisting in warrior one, ring it out. Turn the head as well. Breath into the twist. Empty the breath completely, twist. Hands come inside. Skandasana, turn the right toes back. Come down with the hips. Flex the left foot. Not here for long, just feel that opening here through the hips with the hands down. Long torso. And taking your time, slowly return. This time back to a lizard lunge. Any variation of your choice, if you'd like to come with me, we'll bind it. Hands right next to the foot. Drop your left shoulder beneath the knee. Wrap your left arm behind. Activate the right leg strong. This will be your balance point. And then release your right hand and reach for the right wrist or higher. And shine the heart forward. Strong through the right leg, squaring everything forward. Exhaling here. Hands back down inside. Plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Shine the sitting bones behind. Stay here for a moment. Find Uddiyana Bandha. Hug the elbows in, scoop the navel in. Inhale forward and through. Find a nice organic cobra here, a little bit of movement. On your next exhalation, down dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, knees down wide. Feet extend, child's pose. Traction back, traction fingertips forward. Gaze beyond the hands and inhale, slide through and open. Again, finding some movement to lengthen. Coming down, extend the hands forward. You can unplug the lower ribs and lengthen a little bit, lengthen the legs back. Bend the right knee, catch the outside of the right ankle, and kick the foot up. And when you're ready, raise your left arm and your right leg as well, half bow. Keep everything coming into the midline, hug the right knee in. The left leg is active, extends. We're kicking the right foot up. Reach and open. Exhale, relax down. Bring the arms forward again. Any micro adjustments? Directly second side, left knee bends. Catch the outside of the left ankle. Kick the foot up. Float the right arm and the right leg up. Everything into midline. Try to stay comfortable with your neck here. Gazing forward, maybe a little up. Activate right leg and kick the left foot away. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release down. Hands back out. Shimmy the legs in so they're hip distance apart. Regroup in a Sphinx pose. Glide the shoulders down. Draw the navel in as we project forward. Now come down long, hands right by the chest, and flick the knees in and out a couple times. This really helps to grab both feet at the same time. Full bow, kick and lift. Hugging the knees in toward the midline. You could have your big toes together. Finding symmetry in space. Lift a little higher. If you'd like to, you can rock a little bit on the navel center. Kicking and lifting. Slowly relaxing down. Release the feet. Hands by the chest. Gently rise. And go back with the knees and feet together. Arms extended forward. Find the child's pose just for a breath or two. Hands now come underneath our shoulders as we rise to sit on the feet. Hands down, finding strength here. Chin
parallel to the floor, tongue placement. Emptying our breath, finding bellows breath. All the air out. Slow inhale into the whole body. Re-inhale. As you find the breath hold, chin down, chest lifts, mula bandha. Gaze to third eye, lift the pelvic floor up. You can feel the navel drawing in a little bit here. Gaze to third eye, hold the breath in. Relaxing mula, lifting the chest, the chin. Open the eyes. Let everything normalize. Meeting in a down dog. Empty the breath completely. Creating some space, step the right foot forward, pyramid pose. Adjust the back foot as needed. We've been here before. Find that pyramid. We're going to come into a reverse triangle. You can bring a block or any other prop that might be used, and instead to the outside of the right foot. Scissor the inner thighs for balance, hands to the hips. The inhale lifts us up. Empty the breath here, feel squaring forward, knees straight. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And exhale, lengthen forward. And bring that left hand to the block or the floor to the outside of the right foot. If you're unfamiliar beginning with this pose, you can have the hand to the inside of the foot on a block. Spin through, feeling the shoulders more or less aligned. You can stay here with your right hand to the sacrum or lift the right arm up if your shoulders are more or less aligned. Spin through, ground through the feet. Reach to the crown of the head. Breathing into your reverse triangle pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Release the arm down. Look forward, soften knees. Remove the block to the side. Step the left foot in and reach your right leg up. Standing splits. Inhale here. Exhale. Dive the right knee behind the left foot. Curl down into a little ball. Inhale, lift. See if you can feel the pivot point as the navel center through this movement. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. Curl into that little ball. Inhale, lift to hold. Standing splits, open hip variation. If you'd like, left hand behind the ankle. Flowing through those right toes to super engage the right leg. Fold into the left. Reach and lengthen, fold a little deeper. Allowing the head to release or looking in front of the toes, of the left toes. Reach up a little higher with the right leg, more opening. Square the hips, feet hip distance apart. Inhale to lengthen at the top of your mat. And exhale, fold. Let the head go. Ground through the feet, hip distance apart, hands to the hips. Inhale, torso comes parallel to the floor. Activate the legs. Take the hips back. Empty the breath completely. All the air up. Uddiyana bandha right here. Let the Uddiyana bring you up. In mountain, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Lengthen and prepare. Step the left foot back and reach the right leg up, hips squaring, chest squaring. Find your one-legged down dog. Reaching the left heel down. On your next inhale, one-legged plank. Try to line up the hips, strong through the arms, collarbones opening, navel center engaged. Both legs super active. Release down with the right foot and lift the left leg up. Reach and lengthen here. Both feet down. Down dog. Glide the right foot forward and turn the right foot out. It's about 1 footprint. Right hand holds above the right shin, the right ankle on the shin. Ground through the left palm strong, shoulder away from the ear, and float the left leg up. Both legs active. Feel into the navel center here as the pivot and the support of the balance. Left shoulder away from the ear. Reach and deepen. Right hand releases down. Left foot comes down. Inhale the right leg high. And exhale, forward warrior one. Finding the lower body first. Edge of the left foot down, left knee straight, right knee deeply bending, float it up into that flying variation. Right into that diagonal. Feeling very natural here, long torso, core active. Empty the breath. Inhaling, drop the arms down, forward and back. Empty the breath, interlace the hands behind, non-dominant grip. Open and reach. And exhale, humble warrior. Resting on the thigh or coming inside the leg, taking whatever variation you did. Try to aim the arms for directly overhead rather than out toward the side. Reach and deepen. Slowly come up back into that diagonal. Break it open, right hand behind the thigh, reach the left arm for length. Twist in your warrior one, or any alternative you may have taken. Flush the chest toward the right side, ground through the left foot. Bring it out with every exhalation. Breathe into the resistance of the twist. Empty the breath to deepen. Looking down, both hands inside again. Skandasana, go towards your back, the back of your mat. Turn the left toes back, flex the right foot, come down. Open the arms with the support of the hands, flaring the legs open into this almost half squat here. Keep the right leg active, empty the breath and deepen. Taking our time, we'll slowly return through the center, staying low. Ball mat of the left foot, widen the right foot. Lizard lunge. Taking whatever variation you may have chosen if you came with me. Hands next to the foot, square everything forward and then glide your right shoulder down. Bring your arm behind to the small of your back. Activate your left leg for balance and catch your left wrist or higher. Bound lizard, breathe here. Empty the breath and deepen. Hands down inside the foot. Plank pose. Exhale through chaturanga all the way down. Extend the feet. Inhale into a nice cobra. Exhale to down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale the knees wide. Feet extend, child's pose. Take a breath here, traction. Hips back, fingertips forward. Look between your hands. Inhale, glide along the floor. Find your nice opening. And exhale, come down. Come through a Sphinx pose. So here's where we're going to use our strap. So we're going to grab the loop of the strap, which is fairly big. We haven't done this before. This is a Dharma Mitra pose. It can be done without a strap, of course, if you have super open shoulders. You just grab the foot. But we're going to stay stable on your right side and strong. Bend your left knee and loop the strap around the foot. Now take your hand and bring it to your shoulder. Very important, this first move. Drop your elbow down and forward. Stay down for a moment. Bend your right knee and catch the outside of the ankle. And now kick the strap into the arm and kick the right foot into the hand and rise up into this asymmetrical variation of bow. Breathe here. Keep hugging the left elbow in and kick the left foot away. You can even do a little bit of movement here if your lower ribs are kind of caught a little bit on the floor. Kick your right foot away too. Reach and rise. Feel the stretch. Breathe into the posture. Breathe into the belly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down just as we came before. Left hand first to shoulder. Release your right foot. Rise up to the forearms. Unhook your strap. And let's realign again through our Sphinx pose. Directly to second side, pulled away from the buckle. Stay on your left hand, forearm, and hook your right foot with a strap. Bring your right hand first to the shoulder. Elbow down and up to the front. Stay down for a moment. Bend your left knee and catch the outside of the left ankle, and same thing on this side. Kick away. Hug the knees in toward each other. Kick the right foot into the strap. Hug the right elbow into the midline. Hug the left knee into the midline. Kick the left foot. Rise it up. Lift a little higher. Feel the stretch. Breathe into the belly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. Right hand first to shoulder. And then releasing our strap. And putting it to the side. Rise back up through Sphinx. Take a breath or two. Traction now. The arms back to come down long. Again, hands right by the chest. You can flick your feet. Catch both ankles to the outside and rise up. Gather the knees together, the feet together. Lift up a little higher. Now stay lifted. You can connect your feet. Release your hands and come into skydiver. Everything is lifted. Lift the gaze a little bit. Rise up. Balancing on the belly. Reach and rise. Slowly relax down. Hands right by the chest. Gently press back. Find a child's pose. Allow your back to release. One more breath in and out. Now as we're ready, tabletop. Cows and cats with bellows breath. As you're ready. Empty the breath completely. Linger in cat. Come through neutral. Down dog. Emptying the breath here. Creating space. Step the left foot behind the left hand. Short stance. Pyramid pose. Draw the left hip up and back a little bit, right hip forward and down. Place your, find a moment to place your block to the outside of the left foot. Hands to the hips as we scissor the inner thighs for balance, long torso. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale here, feel the hips even and squaring forward, legs straight. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Hinging at the hips, come forward. Hand placement, according to where you had it before, where you feel comfortable in your reverse triangle, traditionally to the outside of the foot or on a block. Straighten both knees, bring the left hand right to the sacrum and feel your sacrum even. And when you're ready, if you'd like to, the arm can lift. Expand and lengthen. Reach and open. Flushing the chest toward the left side. If the arm is lifted, trying to align our shoulders. Legs straight, torso long. Lengthen and open. Both hands down. Soft knees, block to the side. Step the right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale the left leg up. Hands framing the foot. Find opening length here. Connect to your navel center and exhale, curl down into a little ball. Knee behind the right foot. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, knee behind the foot, curl. One more time. Inhale, reach and open. And exhale, curl. Inhale, rise it up. Stay here, flowing through the left toes. Splay them open to activate the left leg, maybe bringing your right hand behind the ankle if you did so for a side fold into the right leg. You can let your head go if that's more comfortable. Reach. And deepen. Opening the left hip, folding into right leg. Hands frame the foot, square the hips, step the feet together at the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to fold into the legs. Reverse swan, bring it all the way up. Look up. Exhale, release the hands down. Bring your thumbs to the hip points. Your heels can be a little bit apart here. Traction your hips down, backward as you come forward. Keep the head lifted, looking forward. Activate the legs. We're going to find Agnisara here, chest parallel to the floor. Take an inhale. Activate legs, hips back. Empty the breath completely. All the air out. You can always do Uddiyana or start with Uddiyana and pump the belly on empty in and out. Soften first, inhale, rise. Keep your hands where they are, relax the shoulders, exhale. Inhale. Exhale to 45 degrees. Same idea with the lower body. Take another in-breath. Empty the breath completely. All the air out. Agnisara at 45 degrees. You'll feel it in the navel center. When we're ready to breathe in, softening, inhaling. Let your arms release, exhale. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, palms to midline. Bend the knees and slowly come down. Now, just as we did before, pivot the feet a little bit to the left into the diagonal. Right hand, right by the hip. Inhale, lift the left arm up. And exhale, slice across. And place that left hand down. So we can do what we did before, wrapping the arm, lengthening. Or if you would like to, coming into crow, reverse crow. Side crow. The hands come down, fingertips a little out. You move the torso a little bit into that right diagonal. Hug the elbows in. Move the feet as they want to go, and then float the legs up as we hug the elbows in. Trying to bring the calves to parallel with the floor. Stay there a little longer if you're able. But when we're ready, we'll just adjust again to the center. And we'll pivot the feet to the right, left hand down, reach the right arm up, slice across, fingertips or hand down. Again, we can find our twist here or the twist with a balance. The hands are nice and wide here. Bring the torso into that diagonal. And as we're ready, keep hugging the elbows in toward each other. Lift the feet up. Coming down when we're ready. Again, meeting in the center. Feet together. Wrap your arms underneath the knees and then switch out your grip. Rishi's gaze. You can always have a blanket on the heel, under the heels. The heels will be, for most of us, the heels are lifting. Just breathe here. Into the whole torso. Fingertips come down as we lengthen at the top of the mat. And exhale to fold. Reverse swan, bring it all the way up. And exhale, let the arms release down. Inhale, rising up. And exhaling, we'll dive right back down. Bring our hands behind us. Sitting down, coming into our boat pose. Start with the hands underneath the thighs. Open the chest. When you're ready, the legs can lift. Boat number one, the hands interlace underneath the knees. For calves parallel to the floor and chest opening, collarbones opening, long spine. Number two, hands can release. Number three, we can straighten the legs any degree. If your legs are strengthening, curl your inner thighs toward each other. Curl your outer thighs toward the inner thighs. Breathing here. And slowly releasing, feet down. Nice and wide. Reach underneath the thighs. Inhale, lengthen, open. And exhale, gently bring it back, coming all the way down on our backs. Invite the feet in so we can touch the heels. Moving into our wheel practice. Gently lift the hips up and start out in a bridge. Lift the hips up. Feel the chest come toward the chin. Parallel the feet to one another. Now you can stay right here. You can always interlace your hands underneath you and come into another variation of bridge. Or sustaining a strong bridge, fingertips by the ears, bring your shoulders a little closer to the feet. Flip the palms, head down momentarily, and then push up and rise into your wheel. When we come up into wheel, the toes naturally go out. So bring them in or bring your heels behind the toes. Try to straighten the arms as we lift the whole body up. Gather the inner thighs toward each other. Chin coming in toward the chest. Release and come down. Bring the hands to the belly and take a breath here. One more set. Bridge or wheel. Place the feet, touch them, rise it up through a bridge. If you're going to be in a bridge, you could take another variation, such as arms overhead. Or fingertips again by the ears as we walk our shoulders in, flip the palms, and head down for a moment, rise up into wheel. Second wheel is always a little easier. So if you want to go a little deeper, walk your feet slightly in. Come to the ball mounts of the feet and send your chest between the arms. Strengthen your arms a lot. And leaving your chest where it is, release your heels down. Breathe here. Feel the whole navel center expand, like a radial stretch around it. Tucking the chin in, slowly roll out. Hands back to the belly. Let the tailbone be down and caterpillar the spine up. Place the feet strong. Horseshoe the hands right at the crease of the legs and the thighs, and the torso. Take an inhale. Slowly exhale the breath. All the air out. Every single little bit out. Uddiyana bandha. Draw the navel down like you want to touch the floor with the navel. You can traction the legs away. Relax and breathe. Gather the knees in toward the chest. Lift your torso, bringing your chin toward the knees, and wrap your arms around the legs. Gather the knees together. See if you can grab your elbows. If you can't grab your elbows, grabbing the forearms or wrists. Make yourself into a nice tight ball, and then very slowly release the head back down. Have as much of the spine as you can on the floor. Tuck the chin in a little bit so the back of the neck is long. And squeeze the legs in. Feel into the hips here. Breathe into the belly. Relax. Holding underneath the thighs. Lift the head and rock and roll a couple times until you come all the way up. Bring your hands behind you. Cross your feet, your ankles, and sit on the heels. Headstand practice. So go ahead, feel free to go into your own headstand, always making sure that our space is clear and we're not going to fall on anything. And if you'd like to come with me, I'll walk us through the first variation of headstand, as Dharma Mitra teaches it, where we split the legs. So the center of gravity is a little bit more distributed, and it's a little easier to stay up. So feel free to go right into your own practice. And if you don't want to do headstand, you can always do a half shoulder stand instead. And you can also always do rabbit pose, where you hold onto your heels, pop your hips up, and just rest your head lightly on the floor. That is sometimes called headstand prep. So coming into headstand, if you're coming with me, interlace your hands. You're making a little helmet with your hands. Your elbows as wide as the shoulders. You have an equilateral triangle. The forearm and the space between your elbows is the same length. And then place the head down. So the hands are wrapped to the back of the head, and you're balanced somewhere between the hairline and the front of the head and the top of the head. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Before you do anything, after we've lifted the knees, draw your shoulders away from the ears. Walk the feet in, almost until you're uncomfortably close. Lift one leg, whatever leg wants to go first, split the legs, send that leg overhead. Just remember what leg you're sending overhead, send the other one down, and feel into the midline now. You can do that by feeling that your legs are parallel to the midline, or your inner thighs are splitting, scissoring. Continually draw your shoulders away from the ears. So we're not collapsing into the shoulders. We're also building upper body strength here. The biceps and triceps come strongly online as you press down with your elbows and away with your shoulders. Breathe here. See if you can split the legs a little bit more. And breathe into the interior of your body. Slowly, the foot that you can see comes down, followed very slowly by the other foot. Take a breather if you want, or go directly to second side. Walk the feet in. Lift your other leg now overhead. Shoulders strongly away from the ears. Keep the eyes open. Breathe deeply. Split the legs. Again, if you stop thinking about it, oftentimes the shoulders just release. So we have to come back to drawing the shoulders away, digging the elbows in, split the legs a little more. The foot that we can see gently comes down, followed with control by the other one. Feet together, knees together, down on the mat. Go back with your hips, forehead down, hands by your feet, reclining child's pose. Take a few breaths here. You can even move your head a little side to side. As we're ready, hands under the shoulders, and we rise up. Bring your arms out in a diagonal and just flick your fingers. Relax. Lift a little bit. Cross your feet behind you and find your seat. Find your seat and then grab your blanket. Sit right at the edge of the blanket. Extend your right leg forward. Bring your left foot in toward your pelvic floor, and then gently glide off your blanket and place your heel on the perineum. That is the area between the genitals and the anus. It's a very specific area, and we want the heel there. Now we bring the other foot in. If you have a half lotus, we'll go into half lotus. If not, you bring the foot in front of the knee and you can rest it on a block or anything comfortable, so the knee is not just hanging by itself. But if you have the half lotus, we bring it into the half lotus and gather the knees together. Once we're here, we're going into bandha now. Place the hands down, project the heart a little bit forward. Find the symmetry of the upper body over the asymmetrical lower body. Draw the navel in a little bit. Chin, tongue placements. And find 5 bellows breaths. Empty all the air out. Take a nice long inhale to fill your torso with breath. As you re-inhale, lift the chest, chin down. Mula bandha, pull the pelvic floor into the body. Pull the navel in a little bit and place a fire right at your navel, breath held in. Imagine a fire there, hold the breath in, gaze to third eye. Keep Jalandhara bandha. You can even sharpen your Jalandhara bandha a little bit. Slow exhalation, release Mula bandha. Exhale, steady, slow, complete. All the air out. Jalandhara Uddiyana. Relax the bandhas, lift the head, breathe. Open the eyes. Allow everything to normalize. Now, if we have the half lotus, we can gently sit back and extend the leg out. Without the half lotus, we're in Janu-Sirsasana. If you have your half lotus, keep it. I'll show the half lotus variation first. We're in the half lotus here, right foot, and then we invite the left foot in and tip forward. Really important to tip forward. We gather that left foot in as close as we can to the pelvic floor, right hand behind, tip forward. If you don't have the half lotus, I'll be right back for you. We lift the left arm up, inner rotation, wrap low on the shin, grab your right hand, wrist, or forearm, and hug everything in. You can allow the heel to dig into the belly here, so you can soften the belly and breathe into the heel. Now, if the half lotus isn't there yet, it's the same posture, except we bring the right foot right at the root of the left thigh, and then the left foot steps right in front, almost like pinning that knee. Everything else is the same. Left arm up, inner rotation, wrap low, and bind. Breathe here. Wherever you are, breathe into the belly. Some teachers like to release the head. I generally feel like keeping the head as an extension of the spine is a good idea, but you can also just let it go. Both are correct. Breathe into the belly. Empty the breath and deepen. Slowly let everything go. Rise up. Extend both legs forward and just shake out the knees for a moment. Second side, leave the left leg out. Bring the right heel in. Glide right off your blanket to sit the right heel on the perineum. Take a moment to feel. And then we invite the left foot in. You can have a block underneath the knee or bringing it into half lotus. And always taking our time to really find the half lotus. Ultimately, the foot in half lotus is looking right up to the ceiling. Gather the knees a little bit here. Invite the lower back in. Hands over the thighs, lengthen through the crown. Find all the positionings. Empty the breath completely. 5 bellows breaths. All the air out. Slow inhale to fill the body with breath. Re-inhale. Jalandhara bandha, Mula bandha. Gaze to third eye. Place a fire at your navel center. Hold the breath in. Continually imagine that fire. Chest lifting toward the chin. Keeping Jalandhara Bandha, relax mula. Slowly exhale. Empty all the air out. Every last little bit. When you're completely empty, Jalandhara Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, focus to the third eye. Relax, lift the head, breathe. And now we're moving very slowly. If you have the half lotus, just glide back a little bit. No sudden movements, just extend forward, climb back up on the blanket if you came up, off. Keeping the half lotus, we can lean back a little bit, bring the right foot in as close as we can to the pelvic floor, and then we lean forward. We lean forward, keep hugging that knee in, reach with the right arm, come forward, thumb down, wrap low on the shin, grab your arm, soften your belly into the heel, and make yourself into a tight ball and breathe into the belly. So what we're doing here, we're massaging our internal organs with the breath and the posture. Stay there if you have the half lotus. And if you don't, same posture, that left foot right up to the top of the right leg. The right foot comes back and almost pins it there. Reach up, come forward. In a rotation, wrap low, and hold and breathe. Either releasing the head or keeping it extended. Belly breaths. And then gently release. Extend the legs forward. Shake them out. Before coming into Shavasana and maybe one more last pose, come to the edge of the blanket. I'm just turning so you can see me. For Paschimottanasana. So Paschimottanasana, what we want to avoid is this situation here where you keep your legs straight and you're just trying to reach forward, but your back is curving. That is not good for the legs, and ultimately it doesn't allow us to evolve into the posture. So if that is kind of what's happening, I was just exaggerating there. We bend the knees a lot and grab the feet, almost like the feet are stepping in the wall in front of us. And we bring the torso to the thighs. And then from there, keeping the torso there, maybe we can walk the heels out a little more. Keep drawing the knees in. And maybe the heels walk out. So we're keeping that contact. We want the lower back to come in. The back will never be like iron flat in Paschimottanasana, but the lower back needs to be nice and straight. And so staying wherever you're comfortable, perhaps you can extend a little deeper. We find length and open and fold. Curl the inner thighs toward the floor. Curl the outer thighs toward the inner thighs. You can bring your thumb right to the root of the big toe and your other fingers pressing the feet open. So the feet are stepping out in front of us. And finally, you can let the head go. Emptying the breath, we deepen wherever we are. Rise up through a flat back. Slowly come all the way up. Gliding off our blanket, we can remove our blanket now to the side, coming into Shavasana. Or if you prefer, you can come into meditation. Holding underneath your thighs, reach the heart forward, and exhale gently, go back. Open the arms out Invite the knees in and just find a happy baby here. Just for a moment, really to actually find our spine fully down, to feel our back grounded. Draw the chin in a little bit so the back of the neck is long. Pull to the outside edges of the feet. Feeling through the hips here, and then release the feet back down, one leg at a time, extending out. Arms coming out. Feel nice and symmetrical through your relaxation posture. Take a breath through the nose. And sigh it out through the mouth. And just drop in. Feel yourself just melting down into the earth while the front body opens skyward. Feeling free to scan your body. Taking any of your own private practices that you like to do to find relaxation. It can be done with the eyes open or closed. And once we found all the releases of the body, connecting to the open intelligence, open awareness, the spaciousness of the mind that is bigger than the thinking mind, and that can hold in its awareness everything, our body, our emotions, the thoughts that arise. This open awareness can be thought of as a relaxation of the mind. Taking in a little bit of a deeper breath here. Starting to bring movement back into the body. Any movement your body is calling for. Taking your time. When you're ready, rolling to the right side. If you're starting your day, left side. If you're
turning in. Knees coming toward the chest. Linger there for a few moments. Reconnecting with our opening practice. Coming back to your inner landscape. Allowing whatever is to be. To connect with our inner landscape is to neither push away our experience nor to grasp it. We simply connect, we simply allow and feel. Gently rising to our seat when you're ready. With the eyes closed or cast downward, sloping downward in front of us, gathering our palms to heart center. Finding any comfortable seat, empty your breath completely, inhaling for the sound of may all beings be happy and free. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Hope to see you again soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day.